Alrighty, beast enthusiasts, we have the Allosaurus, Jimmadseni, and Fragilis in the 1/35th scale. Let's go! Boom, baby. The Allosaurus Fragilis. The Allosaurus Fragilis 1/18 scale. Look how cool this guy is. Wait, why is it so big? Hold on one sec. The Allosaurus Fragilis 1/35th scale. Little tiny box, look at this. And what's even cooler, there's two! One's a Fragilis, one's a Jimmadseni, and we're gonna go through both of them today. So what's really neat about these two is that they have the same exact bodies, different color schemes and different skulls, head shapes. I really like, and the color difference. And I appreciate this new color scheme on the Allosaurus Jimmadseni. And it looks really good. It's kind of like a tiger stripe. And then you have the Fragilis, and it looks incredible as well. But we need to open these guys. So we're gonna check out each box and then we're gonna open them up. On the Fragilis, you can see inside its feet accessories and this great body in the smaller packaging. Back of the box, awesome catalog shot with all the other figures in this series wave. Bottom of the box, everyone who's worked on this figure. Now, if we look at the Fragilis, the Jimmadseni, you get this incredible figure in here with his feet accessories as well. The great catalog shot, I cannot speak today, catalog shot with all the other figures in this wave with some cool facts and stats. Bottom of the box, everybody who worked on this figure, again, is it the same? Should be the same. I don't know why it'd be any different. David Silva, Jake Bardos, Matt Holtz, Raul Ramos, Jeremy Mons, Gabriel Uguedo, and Steve Millick. Let's go ahead and open them. Yes. Oh, that was, whoa. And the card fell out. Is this the same card as the other one? Yes, it is. So with the Fragilis, you get the same token card as you do with the big 1/18 scale. So I was actually wrong. This is the Allosaurus Fragilis card from the 1/18 scale, and you can see on the back, it is actually different. You do get the really cool catalog shot of the 1/18 scale Fragilis Allosaurus. And on the 1/35th scale, you get the 1/35th scale Fragilis Allosaurus. So they are different. The text is all the same, but the backs are a little bit different and the colors are different. But I also noticed on the 1/18 scale right here is a tiny bit different than the 1/35th scale. These cards are shifted slightly to the left. So 1/35th scale, 1/18 scale. So if anybody tries to tell you they have a card, you know which card is which. The cool insert that is an illustration that you can use as a background. Just gonna put this back in, y'all. And what's really cool about these figures is not the tape. You get the new base in these figures. So it is a smaller one, just like the Pachycephalosaurus, Wymgenius, something like that, because it's from Wyoming. What's it stuck to this time? Andrew Serkis spit out the baby mammoth. Let's go ahead and grab the tail, pull it out, the base. It's all about the base. We're gonna do the sticky part on the base because I appreciate these pads. They actually make it so that my figures do not slide, and I don't like figures to slide. Now we have the Fragilis with all these cool parts in here. Ha-ha! This guy is so cool. All right, let's put his tail on. Oh yes, I like that. Jeez, no way. The tongue is still articulated. Wow, that's too cool. Look at all these little feet. They're so cute. I want to squeeze it. Let's open up this guy now, and we'll. Nice. Oh yes. Look how cool this is. And with that, you also get the illustration background, so you can use it as a background. I can't even think. I gotta look at this. I'm too excited. Get in the box. I got things to do. Check this out. Oh, I gotta rip it out of here because it's brand new. The new token card for the Allosaurus. How sweet is that? That's flipping cool. New artwork. All the flying dawn monsters. Done by Gabriel Uguedo, and it looks so good. Back of the card, you do have the catalog shot of this beautiful species specimen right here, with some cool facts and stats. Nice. 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 I really think that the Fragilis is my favorite out of these two. I really like the head crest on the Fragilis more. Let's open this guy. Oh, you see his head pop out when you do that? Holy crap, that's cool. Watch. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. Oh, this is my first time playing with these guys, so I'm gonna lose my mind for a little bit just enjoying how cool these are. Let's take a chance to check out the instructions, because it really does give you some insight on how to make this figure function perfectly. You get the crazy awesome accessory feet that plug into the little disc swivel with a little ball friction press thingy. Slide the foot on there and it works well. If you fit the jaw underneath the neck flap, it'll actually allow the mouth to open wider. You can stand it without the base, but if you do use the base, you'll get really cool positioning. And if you have any trouble with the base, it's staying on the base, or the base tipping over, put one of its feet on the base so that it stays on. Dance, little guys, dance. So let's talk about these guys, because they are incredible and really fun to look at, but we want to dive into the nitty gritty. We're going to start with the Fragilis. These figures come with 3 pairs of feet. You get these flat feet, you get a lifted stepping foot, and you also get the pressing foot that's like walking. And what's really cool is that they actually have an L and an R in them, so you can tell which foot this goes on. Makes it super easy for me. This one has an L. This one has an R, so you can see the R. This is the same paint scheme as our 1/18 scale Allosaurus Fragilis, and it is incredible in this smaller scale as well. You get the really cool blues as before and the eyes, but what I really like about these smaller figures is that they're manageable in one hand. They have these same complex details as the bigger ones in a smaller scale, and they just look and flow marvelously. You do have the really cool greens throughout with the light brown water markings on the bottom, and it really shows all the details in the neck and throughout the body so that the scales do pop. I do like the knees and how they have this like darker color on the knee. It really is just the same as the big one, and it's immaculate. This is so cool. You do get really good range of motion with this figure too in its smaller size. And just like the Fragilis, the Jimmadseni is immaculate in its paint scheme. I really do love this. You can only get this paint scheme in our 1/35 scale Allosaurus Jimmadseni, but it's incredible. I do really like the Fragilis' head sculpt though. It's crazy how in these smaller forms you pick up little nuances that you wouldn't pick up in the larger ones, and they just feel great. You do get this cool, almost like tiger striping throughout the body, especially on the tail, but it's really neat to see the orange and bright reds throughout the figure. You do get these bland beige colors, but they make everything pop and feel realistic, and you get the creams on the belly and underneath on this figure, which allows for the neck wrinkles and all the details to really pop. And what's really cool about these paint schemes is that this guy is based off the red iguana, while this one is based off the green iguana. So they can like attack. What's really neat too is their articulation range. Not only do they have great jaws, and don't forget, if you take this neck flap and actually put it underneath there, easy kind of do this with one hand, like that, you get the full range of motion, and it is insane. Look at that. But the articulation on these guys are incredible. You then have great segmented parts in the neck on both these guys. You have this floating piece here connected by a barbell to this piece, and a barbell to the middle of the neck, and then a barbell to the front of the torso. So not only do you get great range of motion on these guys, you can make them look in any pose you would like. Now, you do have these really great barbells in the shoulders, so you can get wide poses with the arms, as well as close together, like they're clapping, because we know dinosaurs love to clap. You then get a disc swivel in the elbow right here, so you can get it to go straight and 90. Look at that, with a rotation as well. You can also 360 rotate the shoulders. I don't know why I didn't show that. Look at that. And a barbell in the wrist, so you get great rotation and articulation. Oh, he broke his elbow. You then get a barbell in the torso, so you can get great downs and great ups and side to sides. Look at that. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You then have incredible hip articulation, so you can get super wide and close together. You then get a disc swivel in the knee. Oh, and you can go 360 with the hip. Yeah, look at that, 360 hips, woo. You then have a disc swivel in the knee, almost 90, or is that 90? It is 90. So you do get the 90 bend articulation in the knee and in the ankle. Look at that, great. You then have our new system in the foot, so I just broke it off. So you do get great articulation and rotation in these. It's insane. And then to change them out, you just pull them off, grab another foot, that is our, and don't forget there's letters in this left, so we need another left. And then you just take it and push it into the hole, like so. Nice. And you are done. Look at that. Let's talk about these feet really quick because they are awesome. You do have the interchangeable feet and they're easy to pop off, but putting them back on for the first time is another story. They're a little stiff. I've been playing with these a lot and I actually heated these feet up so I could just pop them off and put them back on. So if y'all are struggling interchanging the feet on these figures, just warm them up with a hairdryer and it's so much easier to put them on. Ta-da! You then do get a barbell in the base of the tail, so you can move this guy all around, up and down, and rotate very nicely. You then get another barbell in the back of the tail, so you can move it around so well, and of course, our famous menu wire. So no matter how you want to play with this guy, you can take him anywhere. Spino, what does the Allosaurus Jimmadseni's name mean? Because I have no idea.
Othniel Charles Marsh actually named the genus Allosaurus in 1877, a long time ago. The name means different lizard, and Marsh chose that name because he believed the vertebrae were different from those of other dinosaurs due to their lightweight construction at the time. This particular species, Allosaurus jimmadseni, was named super recently in 2020, and the species name honors James Henry Madsen for his contributions to the genus Allosaurus. And also, fun fact, the dinosaur fossil superstar Big Al actually ended up being a species of Allosaurus jimmadseni.
My next question is, what does the Allosaurus fragilis' name mean?
Allosaurus fragilis was the first species named for this genus all the way back in 1877 by Othniel Charles Marsh. And the species name fragilis literally just means fragile, so the whole name translates to fragile different lizard, which was all a reference to the lightweight construction of the vertebrae. Which is super funny because the more we've learned about Allosaurus, we've learned that it's one of the most resilient dinosaurs that we're aware of. I mean, it's the only dinosaur we've known of in the fossil record that has taken a stegosaurus skewer to the crotch and survived. Allosaurus was one tough cookie.
Cool beans. Thank you, Spino. This one looks like he's dancing. Check out their eyes. Their eyes look insane even at this small scale. There's so much personality in them. And the fact that you can see all their teeth and they have an articulated tongue at this scale is blowing my mind. Hi, I'm Steve. Fa la 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 la. Ta-da. Look how cool it is. He's like a dancing Allosaurus. So now that we've seen how awesome these guys are, all the poses they can do, and how fun they are to play with, let's go ahead and do their card form poses. So we got the normal Fragilis over here. I say normal because this card is the same one on the 1/18 scale. And then we have the Allosaurus Jimmadseni, which is an all new token card. And of course, these cards can be used in our Zoic TCG. And there you have it, y'all. The Allosaurus Fragilis and the Allosaurus Jimmadseni 1/35 scale from our Beast of the Mesozoic line. All the beasts that you saw in this preview is from our website, www.creative-beast.com. Which one of these are you guys getting? And don't forget, for the prehistoric to the fantastic, Creative Beast Studio!